What is going on, internet? We are here live on Twitch and or Kick and YouTube. Kick and YouTube, maybe. We're having some technical difficulties, I think, on the Kick side. So let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, Kick is broken, but YouTube is working. All right, let me see if I can fix that. Because I was trying something, and I don't know if it was going to work or not tonight. We're going to see. I'm going to try and redo this Kick stream here. Let's see if I do this. Start stream. Potentially, if that works. But what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Let's see if that ends up fixing Kick. Over on the YouTube side, how you guys doing, though? We got Stanley, Melissa, Otter, Michelle, Laura, Deadly Mouse, Detroit Red. Who else we got in here? Doom Turkey, Glenn, Wolfie Zero. Who else? Elosha. Anybody else I'm missing here? Let's see. We got any more people? Mama K. I'm probably missing some people, but how you guys all doing? I love you all. Welcome on in. Are you excited to find out who the accomplice is? Oh, there's Morrow. I see Morrow up in there too. Vita, Selena. How are you guys doing? All right. I don't know if Kick is gonna work, but we're gonna see if we can get it to work. It says starting, so we'll see. The Kick chat will have to keep me informed. All right, we're gonna allow access. I'm allowing access to things. We're seeing if we can get it up and running. We still have a few minutes here till the episode is ready to go. Let's see. It said stream started but aborted. Let's try one more time because now that's all set. And if I start stream, let's see if that worked on Kick. I don't know if it worked. It kind of says it worked, but it probably didn't. Because I was trying to do something cool. Or Kick keeps ending as soon as it starts. All right, I think I have it up now. But I don't know if it's going to work for what we need it to work for. That is still a question mark that we're going to have to find out. That is still a question mark that has to find out. I think it's something stupid. It is probably something stupid. Kicking a can, definitely kicking a can. Thoughts on winning the first competition versus throwing them? I think it depends on the player. If you're a good player, then it can work out for you. If you're a bad player, if you don't know what you're doing, you do not want anything to do with that first HOH, because a good player can set themselves up, build a whole alliance, kick us offline. All right, we're gonna have probably just not have to do the, or actually, I mean, it says I just reloaded it. It says it's working for me, but I don't know if that's actually working or, oh no, it just, yeah, it keeps stopping and starting, I think. All right, I'm just gonna end it there. We're gonna give up on kick. We were trying to do something cool. We were trying to do something cool, but it didn't work. But we're here live on YouTube. We're here live on YouTube. All right. Let's see what we're doing. Let's go. Love you, Ori. Live feed starts, yes, 9:30 Pacific time, so like 12:30 Eastern. It's gonna be a late night for me. It's gonna be a late night for me. Elogia, am I saying your name right? I really want to say your name right, but I'm probably saying it wrong. Eliza? I'm probably saying it wrong, and I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Or when show ends, you will do readout of our draft. Love your show. So actually, yes, speaking of our draft, that is the best segue I think I've ever gotten ever. Here, I'm going to put up in the chat. This is our current draft leaderboard. I put in some work over the weekend just to make sure I had a back end all set up so that I can keep track of all the events. You should be able to then click that link, check your standings. I've updated all of the points already. I've given Jimmy a point, Vince a point, and also Zach points. So they each got 2 points for winning a competition. Vince for winning the HOH, Zach for winning the 10K, and Jimmy for winning the HOH like power thing. Bondo, you maniac, coming on with 10 gifted members. We got 10 from Connecticut, travel the world, all you guys getting hooked up by Bondo with gifted memberships. Bondo, you absolute maniac. Thank you so much, Bondo, for coming on in, you legend. So yeah, you guys all got gifted memberships. Make sure you thank Bondo. He's amazing. But also you get access to like really cool emotes that you can use up in the chat if you want to do the Oreo emotes and stuff. I needed some new emotes. I think we need some more emotes that we need to pop in. So we got all kinds of emotes that you can put into the chat, but also one of the things we're going to be doing is starting tomorrow is our first day of live feed updates. First thing every morning, all season long. Bondo, did you just come on again with another 10? Did you just drop another 10 gifted members? Bondo, you absolute maniac. You absolute maniac. Also, oh, one thing to keep in mind, guys. I think something that's a little bit different than like Kick or Twitch. I think you have to enable receiving gifted memberships. I'm pretty sure it's on the page when you're viewing YouTube. If you go to, let me actually like look this up to make sure I'm telling you the right stuff. Because I think if you don't accept memberships, it doesn't give you the membership. So let me see here. So I want to tell you guys the right information. When you're viewing, that's gonna be me talking in repeat there. So yeah, if you click join, that's how you join normally. But I think how do you do this? I've never done it myself, so I don't know. Oh, okay. If you click join, there's like 3 little dots. And it's up at the top. When you click join, it opens up this other window. And there's 3 little dots. I wonder if I can even show this to you guys. Hold on a second. Mute that tab. All right, let me show you this here. I think if I do that off, that ends up showing it. Does that show it? Yeah, it does. All right. So if you click join right here, that could let you join. But these 3 little dots right here, you see those? You click those, gift membership settings, and you want to make sure you allow gift memberships on. That way, if you get a gifted membership, it will give you a membership. Because I think that some people actually had that off and they don't actually get the gifted membership. So if you do get a gifted membership and you didn't get it, that was why. Make sure you allow that on and then you get it. All right, I can put that back on. We can go back here. Episode should be starting here fairly momentarily. Let me unmute this. So, mute that. There we go. Just so I'm ready here as we get ready to go on in. Over here on YouTube, I can't show you everything, sadly, but we will have sync ups so you guys can keep track of the action and everything going on, and you're not going to miss a thing. I'm going to show you guys as much as I can. As much as I can. Also, desktop audio is still going off? Oh, we were still getting stuff. What just happened there? Oh, somebody came in with a subscription. Jags fan. Guess what, Jags fan? You didn't know this, but shh. We now have a secret alliance. Me and you, Jags fan, we're going to the end. Do you know why we're going to the end? Because you're a Jags fan. And at one point, the Jags had Nick Foles. And I love Nick Foles. And he didn't do great for you guys. But you also had Doug Peterson. And he won the Super Bowl. And you don't have him anymore. But we're going to go to the end, Jags fan. Just me and you. Who else just came in here? Artie Fleetwood with the $10 super chat. I love summertime. I wait all year for BB. Here we go. Episode starting now. Yes, we are. Let me give you guys a sync up.
16 new house guests began the battle for $750,000.
You guys hear that?
Among them, the Aura Painter, the Dreamboat, the Attorney, the Bull Rider,
It's just the intros for right now. I'll bring you guys back when there's something interesting going on. Everyone is very welcome for my insanity. Yes, Bondo, you absolute legend. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, Bondo. So that's the thing. We didn't even really get to talk much before because I was trying to figure stuff out. So I apologize. Who do you guys think is the accomplice? I've seen some theories going around. Amy, I've seen a lot of people saying Amy. There was a video of her maybe using a remote. I couldn't really tell though. It looked circumstantial at best. I saw another video about potentially Vince because he was looking over at the stairs, but I don't really buy that. Keanu and Ava were off in the kitchen at one point after the lights were out. So it's like, why did they go there? So I've seen a bunch of different names going around. That's right. Jimmy won HOH. Well, he won the HOH power where he got to put people in the HOH competitions. And this was one of those things where I think he didn't capitalize it on it as well as he should have. And I don't know, maybe he did actually have these little bit of a conversations, but I would go into it and I would be like, yo, these are the 4 that I'm picking, right? Whether you're in it or not. And you make sure that all 4 of you know you're in on the plan. Like, hey, listen, the 4 of us need to just stick together. No matter what happens in this thing, we're all going to kind of rock together here because I get good vibes from all of you. And I think all of us can work far. Will this be a full-blown thing later on in the game? Who knows? But let's make sure this is, you know, for at least this week, let's do something here, right? Let's make sure we're all solid. And I don't know if he actually had those conversations or not. And then Rachel comes on in. Rachel wasn't as big of a surprise because they really kind of hammered it home there in the final stages. If they wanted to be a surprise, they should have kind of left it. Yeah, the accomplice. Who's the accomplice going to be? I haven't heard any theories about it, but Morgan also, there's something about Morgan that makes me think not only would she be maybe a good one, but like the way she was acting in her bios felt very canned and staged. But if you're the accomplice, it's not like you're lying about yourself, so you shouldn't really have that much of a weird bio. Ooh, it looks like we're going to get a bunch of little, like, scrambles for conversations. Oh, and we're getting noms. 3 noms tonight. Vince is nominating 3 people. All right. That's another thing we're going to have to talk about. At the commercial break, we'll talk about it more. But the blockbuster. I have thoughts. I know other people have thoughts. But we'll see. I'll give you guys another little sync up here.
They will be immediately removed from the house, and only 16 of you will be playing this summer. Let's see how good your deductive skills really are.
What?
So basically, this is just a game of traders, right? Like, this is just like the opening round is just like, hey, let's play traders. See, they're showing Aiden and Ava, but like that could easily be the Accomplice trying to fool us. It is criminal to not have feeds for this. This would have been the best feeds night ever of them all scrambling, trying to figure out who the Accomplice was. The other thing is, too, I don't know if you can get the majority on one person. Because it's such a subjective thing on whether or not you think the person's the accomplice or not. Rachel's interrogating them. Oh my god. I don't think so. They're thinking Will because he saw it first, but... Ooh. Ooh, Ava's pulling people in the rooms already? This ain't a good look. Mickey's on to her. Look. Oh, I hope they show this again. There's like 3 different groups all whispering next to each other. There's separate rooms, guys. If you want to have a little whisper session in a little circle, go to another room. Oh. Ooh, Riley's thinking Zay. All right, well, if you're going on their face being beat red, Riley would think I'm the accomplice. So let's throw that out the water. Zay looks vacant. Oh, no, Lord. Oh. Zay thinks it's Riley. Zay thought it was Riley because he had to take a pee. he had to go to the bathroom, so he thinks he's the accomplice. Oh, that's kind of cool. They're just like, yo, when you have your decision made, just go to the DR. Okay, people are starting to think Zay. Zay voted for Riley, though. Riley's going in now. I love the DR, by the way. The DR being behind a bookcase is just perfect. Oh, okay. They're kind of smart. They're asking Jimmy, who didn't want to compete. They're really split between Riley and Zay. Lauren's smart. Because I think it's a girl as well. Yes, Lauren. Lauren's doing the math with 8 guys, 8 girls, and then they bring in Rachel, and then would it be a guy, and then they lose a guy, and then it's more women than men. They would keep it balanced. These two seem to have a little bit of a vibe already. Like, this was filmed and, like, this is happening, like, moments into the house. But they seem to be having, like, a little bit of a good little back and forth. I don't think they're figuring this out. I don't think they're figuring this out. A lot of them think it's Riley. You can't find it, Tommy? If yeah, I think you have to go to like the live TV section, and it's there. Hmm. Hmm. I like Lauren. She seems real smart, and at least from her bio, she talked about like watching the show a lot with her family, and like her mom bought her an HOH robe and stuff like that. So it seems like she's actually like kind of a fan and might have an idea on like what she needs to do. I think Lauren was a huge dark horse. I don't even know what the numbers were for who picked Lauren. But I don't know if they were that high. Trying to look. There's a lot of Laurens in there, I see. There's a good amount of you that pick some Laurens. But I don't know. I kind of like her. They banned chat. I did see that. Yeah, so they banned the chat on the live feeds. But honestly, listen here. Who used the live chat? Who actually used the chat on that site? Did anybody really use it? Did anybody really use it? I know my mom used it back in the day. I think my mom used it back in the day, but this was like back in, you know, the at least actually probably like BB13 days, like back when like Rachel was running around. You did. Well, now you gotta chat with us. Hop in the Discord. Hop in Discord, because there is always people talking about the live feeds, what's happening on the show, and stuff like that. If you guys aren't in the Discord, highly recommend it. It's just a cool place to kind of hang out and check things out. Bullies, never everyone. I did. My dad loves it. It is kind of weird that they took it away. I guess they didn't want to have to bother having mods for it and stuff like that. But it is kind of weird. that they took it away. I don't know. I'm just really waiting because I don't know if it's actually gone through yet. There's been a merger that's been trying to take place with Skydance, who bought Paramount. And I think there was like this whole lawsuit that was going on with like 60 Minutes and like, why does politics have to get involved with everything? Like, why can't we just have good things? So I think there was like this whole thing that was like holding up the merger. So once that fully takes place, I actually have a lot of faith in Skydance to be like, hey, let's improve this stuff. Because Skydance, I believe, they made like all their stuff through like tech, right? So like they're very tech-minded people. I would imagine they might have a good view on something like Big Brother because it's like a live thing that happens on the internet and there's nothing else like that. So I'm hoping we get a lot of improvements once that happens. Oh no, you can't watch till tomorrow. Yeah, Paramount doesn't have it like the video like to watch like on replay till the next day. But you can watch it live on Paramount Plus. You might have to have the certain subscription. I don't know if there's, because I think there's 2 subscription levels. But you should be able to go on to Paramount Plus and watch on CBS. And whatever your CBS local station is, it'll show it. Ardis, but spelled RDs. Ardis, but spelled RDs. Got it. Ardis Fleetwood Mac. Oh, okay. So I'll remember it because it sounds like the artist Fleetwood Mac. That's how I'll remember it. Just letting you know. Artist Fleetwood Mac. Thank you so much for the super chat earlier. Who bought Paramount? Was it Skydance? We're back. I'll give you a little sync up here.
I'm dying to know who it is. I'm sure that it's somebody that we're not even suspecting.
Houseguests, gather in the living room.
I hope we all voted for the right person.
Oh, I think they're going to get the reveal here. I'll try and let you guys see the reveal. Okay, so the Accomplice didn't actually even vote.
Zay is my accomplice.
5 people said Zay. 11!
Riley is my accomplice.
5 voted for Zay and 11 voted for Riley. So the official guess is Riley, and he's like so confident. He's like, I took my hat off, throw it on the ground. Will they get it right? It was not Riley. They have failed. So whoever it is gets to stay. I don't want them to reveal it to them, though. Don't reveal it to them. Only to us, because I feel like that's a big disadvantage to reveal it. Okay, it's remaining secret. $17 full house guests. One more thing. All right, that guy will be back. Right? You gotta imagine how that's got to feel for Riley. He's like tap dancing around. When are they going to reveal who it really is? Are they going to reveal it? The case of the mystery accomplice. Oh, they're going to do like a rewind. Oh, they're going to do like a rewind. This is cool. Okay, so they're showing the first group that came in. I wonder if that clip with Amy actually doing the remote thing was legit. Oh, it's Amy. It's Amy. Oh, no. She started the timer. It was Amy. Somebody did catch the little remote thing. All right, they're going to show this here. Yeah, so this clip, like with the remote, in the regular broadcast, like you couldn't see it very well. It was like kind of blocked. But I saw someone on like TikTok or something had the little remote. Like it was like kind of blocked. They had that clip. Like it was like she was clicking something. But I wasn't 100% convinced by that. Oh, and she had to open the thing. She had all kinds of stuff she had to do. She had all kinds of stuff she had to do. Glenn, you were right. I feel like that's gotta give Amy some points in the draft, right? Like for completing that and getting entered in the house. I feel like that's gotta give Amy like a comp win, right? Like it's essentially a comp win that she completed. So we're gonna give Amy 2 points, because that's the other thing too. You didn't know it when you drafted Amy, but you were rolling the dice. Amy could have been gone night one. If Amy was on your draft, you could have been down a player like right away. But now if you drafted Amy, hey, you got a little bonus. You got a little bonus there. So that has been updated. Like I was saying earlier, I think this is still on my clipboard. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. Let me get the link. If you want to check on the draft picks and the current score at the moment, you can check out that link and check them out. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was the whole Blockbuster situation. And also, somebody mentioned in chat, what are they going to do now with 17 Houseguests? What is going to be a 83-day long season, 90-day season, or whatever, right? They're going to extend it. Here's the thing. I think what that means is they're probably going to be maybe a triple eviction even, or 2 double evictions. But here's kind of a problem that I see. And I've had issues with the Blockbuster, and this is just a new one that kind of I just thought of. How are you going to do a double eviction before jury? We're never going to get a double eviction before jury ever again. And they haven't done one in a long time. They haven't had a double eviction pre-jury in a real long time. But I think it's fun if that's a possibility. With the Blockbuster in place, that is no longer a possibility. You can't do HOH, veto, and 2 Blockbusters all in one night, right? Like it's not going to work. So that pretty much takes them off the table until at least jury, which kind of sucks. I like the idea that it could be sprung on us like week 3, boom, double eviction. And it's like, oh, this is crazy, right? The other thing is, I had the discussion a little bit on Twitter. It was kind of cool because some different people were popping in, giving their thoughts on it. And I think I'm in the minority that I don't like the whole AI arena and the Blockbusters stuff. Yeah, last year it did add for some fun, but part of that fun, I think, really only came from Tucker being so crazy that he was nominating himself to go into it. I think in general, what this whole thing will do is it's going to force, you know, weaker competition onto the block, right? People are probably going to take less shots at people like Zay and Zach or Jimmy. Well, I guess maybe not Jimmy. Jimmy didn't win a comp, right? So he's not comp beast, but just in general, right? Like people who won comps, they're going to be less likely to take shots at them, not knowing if they're going to be actually voted out and even eligible to be voted out on eviction night. And I get the idea that it makes eviction night more exciting. And I get the idea that Big Brother wants a comp for each episode, but all right, I have an easy fix for that. Let's do a live HOH and let's bring back the food competitions because have-nots don't mean anything. So it's like, what are we doing? Super Christian Me World coming on in with the $5 super chat. Ori, big pimpins. Bro, I just got off from another stream that wasn't at all grateful for my super chat to them, but you know, it'll be, right? I'll be happy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Super Christian Me World. I appreciate it. Coming on in. That is awesome. It's a shame. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out here in the YouTube, in the streaming game, and, you know, everybody, you know, they all have their vibe. Please diss them for wasting money on me. Why would I do that, John? Well, I would never. That is so kind that Super Christian Me World came in with that. And as you guys know, listen, it is never required. The only thing it's going to be required for is we're going to be doing like this little bit of a call-in show on Fridays. So the only people that will be able to call in would be like members. So you would have to be a member to the channel to do the call-in. But other than that, it's never required, but always appreciated. We're back. Let me give you guys a little sync up.
It's time to introduce ourselves. Twist and step.
We're going to be getting the intros.
Now we can get these intros going, baby. I've been looking forward to this. Rachel, you want to like kick it off? Okay. Hello, Houseguest.
Rachel's giving her intro. There is no chat right now. It's already yeah, there's no chat going to be for the live feeds. It's kind of a shame. Ori, thank you for all the work you do, time you give for us each season. Well, it's a lot of fun too. I have fun doing this. Have you guys seen the Vince is Paul thing? People thought that Vince was Paul, but he just shaved his beard. They're all doing their intros here. Whatever. Were the streams this season a pay stream? What you mean? What you mean, Birdie? If you mean for the feeds, there's Paramount Plus, and then there's also Pluto TV. Paramount Plus you have to pay for. Pluto TV will be free. So those are going to be your options. Felicia coming on in with 5 gifted members. Thank you so much for that. All you guys getting gifted members, make sure you say thank you to Felicia. But yeah, if you were talking about the live feeds, Pluto TV will have free ones. Paramount Plus you have to pay for. They're still doing their intros as well. Got Pluto TV. Pluto TV is pretty easy to get to, yeah. Like if you have like an Amazon TV, you can like go right to it too. Or like what's that? The Roku. The Rokus do it too. So if you have like the smart TV, you can get it on there. Watch right on your TV. It also has a website. You can just go to plutotv.com, I think it is. Or maybe it's pluto.tv. Just Google Pluto TV. Ava's giving Zay a light blue aura. All right. I wonder what my aura would be. Does anybody see auras? Is there any aura painters like Ava who could tell me my aura color? Oh yeah, Ashley gonna be lying about the lawyer. What did she say she did though? There's a lot of them lying about their jobs. Adrian? Adrian? He said, you know, Morgan looks pretty great for being in her early 30s. Like, what? What? Oh, he told him he's a triplet. But he says they're fraternal. He makes sure to say it clear they're fraternal triplets. They're not identical. Riley. He's like, oh, I ride bulls. I'm also not the accomplice. Mickey! Oh my god. Mickey's like, yo, break out the whips and chains. That is funny. No groups just yet. They're barely in the house at this point as they're doing the introductions. This is still first day stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My stream crashed. My stream crashed. This the other day too. I don't know why. I don't know why it did this. Close the program. Reboot. Get it back. I don't know why it did this the other day as well. I was muted. I was muted. We are back though. The other thing I think I noticed, let me see here. What I should have done, and I didn't do in the setup, is do the ultra low latency. So there is a little bit more latency than normal. A little bit of a delay, but we should be good and up and running. OBS crashed. My browser crashed. Everything crashed. Portly, do you like my idea? What was your idea? I think I missed it. Oh, you should be put a funny mask or something on Amy, because she's the accomplice. Ooh, we should do something for Amy. Let me see if I can maybe let me see if I can find something real quick here. Let me see. We're gonna save that. Let's see if we can do this real quick. We're still in a commercial, so we haven't missed anything on the episode yet, but we're actually just coming back now. I'll give you guys a little sync up here.
We'll see what happens.
Like, what are your sayings?
Slay
So, like,
Eve.
what's your staple? Give
I
me, like,
say
two
Slay
staples.
Eve all the time.
I couldn't tell if they were saying it.
I don't care. Hitting that sub button. We now have a secret alliance. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Just me and you. We're going to the final two. Me and you, Battle Cam. Okay, they got some kind of message. Oh. Yo. That is funny. So Rachel's got to be safe this week. That's the big thing. But they're making her a have-not. They're making her a have-not. Yeah, you guys might have needed to refresh to get everything back up and running. But we should be good now. Oh, Rachel's got to pick somebody to be the have-not with them. All right, let's see if we can get this working here. I think this is going to work. All right, Rachel's got to pick somebody to be a have-not with her. Oh, do you get safety if you're a have-not too? So she gets to give friendship bracelets? This is Paul all over again. Oh, she picked Will. Our boy Will gets safety. I'm pretty sure that's what it means, right? That's what she said. Okay, so Will, I guess, was a fan of hers? Okay, so Will picked Zach. Who's Zach gonna pick, though? Oh, he's got eyes for Laurel. Oh, no. Oh. Is he gonna go? Oh, Zach. Oh, that was sweet. He's like, yo, okay, listen. Lauren over here. Lauren over here, she's a whoo. He's like, listen, Ava had the puppy dog eyes. That's a good boy, Zach. Zach's a good boy. I like him. He's like, listen, if I'm thinking with another head, maybe I take Lauren. Oh, that's a thing. Not even real beds or nothing. They're just the silhouettes. This is probably the worst have-not room we've had in a while. This is probably the worst have-not room we've had in a couple of seasons. Because they haven't been that bad. Those seem like they're pretty bad. All right, let's see here. right, let's see here. All right, we did a thing. Let's see who notices. I want to like Ava. I want to like Ava, but like, there's so much I don't like about Ava. They're all just exploring still. Portly's seen it. Okay. Hmm. Little bit of a I felt the vibe from Mickey and Lauren, but there's a little trio that kind of split off here. Oh, Ava's coming on up. Ooh. They're kind of torn. See, this was bad from Jimmy. Because Jimmy can't even put her up. Okay, so Morgan wants to work with Rachel. Yeah, because like Jimmy should not have brought this up at all. I also like that the have not room is back downstairs. Oh no, Rachel! Oh my god, she's mad at Will because he said Dr. Will first. Oh my god. Zach doesn't know the whole Brendan Rachel story. Zach's like, yo, where's Lauren at? He's like, yo, where's Lauren at again? Why'd I pick Ava? That also has to probably feel weird, right? Because, yeah, she's played before, but she's never played before without Brendan. Like, she's only had, like, the few weeks that she's been there, you know? Where he wasn't. So, for the most part, like, she's always had kind of an ally like that. Oh, what's Zach getting? Zach just had to go to the DR. He's got some envelope. Is it just a 10K? Oh. Oh, there's more to it? Oh. Oh, he can buy his safety? I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, the HOH gets the money? Yo! I love this! Keep it secret. Keep it secret. That's sick. That is sick. I like that a lot. So, all right, if anybody missed it, Zach won the 10K in the whole Julie competition in the first episode. And it did seem a little weird because they did say it was like going to be game-changing stuff. And Jimmy got to pick the 4 people playing for HOH, which is game-changing for the first week. But Zach won 10K. And I was like, all right, well, he gets 10K. Cool, good for him. It also comes with this whole thing where if he's on the block after the veto ceremony, he can use the money to bribe and buy his way off the block. The HOH then, I believe, gets the money and they have to name a new nominee. And the HOH has no say on it or not. Like, it's just like, all right, I got 10K now, but I have to name a new thing. That is awesome. And I love it. Yeah, and he's safe this week, so he doesn't have to use it, right? Because I'm pretty sure they said the have-nots were all safe. Yeah, basically a ticket to jury. Andy, 100%. It's a ticket to jury, and I kind of love that. Right? Manifesting that they can actually keep it secret. That's the big thing. Can they keep it secret? I don't think BB has ever given a power like this before, right? Well, I mean, there's been powers that let you take yourself off the block. Like, pretty much that's what MJ's veto did last season, the America veto, where she got to take herself off and then America would vote for the replacement nominee. So it's similar in that aspect, but this one is just straight up like, hey, here's 10K, but now this is your play money. You can use this in the game, and it actually goes to the HOH. So here's the thing. I want them to have to be able to keep it secret, but I will say there is a little bit to something. My audio's cutting in and out. That sucks. Let me see. Hold on. Sometimes this fixes. Test. Maybe that might have fixed. Maybe that might have fixed something. I really remember Corey giving 5K to Victor. Yeah, there might have been something like that where you got to change the money. But I don't know. I don't think it's ever been like a, hey, here's 10K and you can use it like a bribe to get yourself off the block and there's no say on it. I don't remember that ever. But I could be wrong. But still, this is cool. I like this. It's a nice little twist to it. If he tells anyone and the house finds out, the HOH will just nom him for... Honestly, Jimbo, right? Like, that's kind of the thing. You wouldn't even want to say, because then the HOH would just do that, right? But I guess you could also work like a deal, right? Where it really wouldn't be much of a deal, right? Other than like, hey, I'm just going to use this. It really doesn't benefit them at all to tell, right? It really doesn't benefit at all. I hear you fine. Audio is good. Couldn't hear the 10K secret. Sounds like maybe you just gotta refresh the stream. Maybe just refresh the stream. It seems like it's only on your end, potentially. But yeah, basically he's got 10K. If he's on the block after veto, that 10K he can use to buy his way off the block. It goes to the HOH, and the HOH has to make a new nominee, which is really cool because it's kind of like a nice thing where like the HOH is like, damn, I got to put somebody on the block. I also just got 10K, right? So it's like, actually, you know what? It's kind of not that bad of a deal. Audio's fine here. Yeah, if you're having audio issues, refresh the page, and that should fix everything. Reloading YouTube worked. Perfect. We're still in commercial break here, though. I feel like Zach now needs something for his pick. All right, we're back. I'll give you a little sync up here.
I feel like I low-key have Vince here this week. Vince is looking at a pool of like 9 people for like potential nomination. I do not want to be on that block.
These three have a little bit of a bond, it
This
seems.
is a simple threat right here. Morgan and Mickey are 2 people I trust the most. Morgan and I had
Yeah. But I feel like they're going to end up ratting them out to Rachel. Oh, we got a name already and everything. Triple threat. They got a name and everything. They got little hand symbols. Okay. This seems like a cool thing. Ooh, HOH room. It's nice. All red. Oh yeah, they have to find the bathroom, the secret bathroom, which is fantastic. Another cool little addition to the house. Really cool. I'm surprised we didn't get any picture of the HOH. I thought maybe it was going to have to do with like the mystery house guest. But it says beats being at my parents' house. I bet it does. All right, let's try and grab this thing. Rachel and Amy kind of vibing. All right, so has Rachel found her Izzy here with Amy? Is that what we've established? Mom Alliance? Super Christian B rolled the $2 super chat. Could you repeat Zach's plan with the 10K? So basically, it's not even a plan. He has a full-on power. After the veto, if he's on the block, he can use that 10K to buy himself off the block. The 10K goes to the HOH, and they have to name a replacement nominee. So he can use that all the way up till jury. So it's basically a free ticket to jury. And he can use that whenever he wants. He only gets to use it once, but it's a huge twist. I really like it. Rachel's like, yo, let him get into showmance. All right, let's add this for For Zach. That'll do for now. Ashley's up in the shower in the HOH room. She's been in there for an hour and a half. Vinny's like, yo, I want to go to bed. Right? Like, you ain't HOH. So Vinny didn't even get to shower? Oh no. That's an easy ticket to get nominated, right? Like, you took an hour and a half. 2 hours. They're saying 2 hours. It's gonna be, yo, by the end of the season, be like, yo, remember when Ashley took a 7-hour shower on night 1? See, we missed all this. This would have been great. This would have been so much fun on the feeds. Us talking about, we would have been watching and been like, yo, where's Ashley been? She's been gone for 2 hours. Now Amy's telling her that everybody's talking about it. Oh my God. 100%. You only need one reason for a week on one nom. You need the tiniest little thing. Now it's starting to think between Catherine and Ashley? Don't take a 2-hour shower. She's like, I'm pissed. Well, you took a 2-hour shower. You should be nice and relaxed. House meeting about a shower. Oh my God. Oh my God. I actually took a 750K shower. Shower gate for sure. Yo, listen. Rule number 1. Here's the hot tip. Here's a hot tip for all you future Big Brother players. Learn how to take 15-minute showers. Learn how to be fast. Yo, you gotta be quick. Oh my goodness. Yo, I can't believe she took a 7-hour shower. That's 2-hour showers are rude. Like, I don't even know if the BB house has enough hot water for that. Like, I don't even, like, when do they run out of hot water? How big is their water heater? Right? Like, all right. Let's break this down. Let's break this down civilly here, right? First off, at the very least, be like, yo, Vinny, you want to get a shower first? Right? It's your shower. Afterwards, do you mind if I use it? 15-hour shower power. It's like, do you mind if I get a shower after you, Vinny? You know, that would be the first thing. And if then Vinny offers, and he's like, nah, you go for it. I'll get one after you. Especially, here's the thing. We haven't heard, did Vinny say, I'll get one after you? Because if Vinny said that, and then he's like, yo, I'm just going to bed. That's like real bad. But first off, you got to be a little bit polite that way. Secondly, be quick about it. House meeting. The beach just sent her water bill through the sky high. She's got to go. Yo, what if production's like, listen, we can't have any more 2-hour showers. we need to influence these noms. Vince, we know maybe you don't care that much about the shower, but we do. Vince, don't you think you should put up Ashley? She took 2 hours in your shower. They can't find something else to get angry at, right? That's the other end of it. First off, on just the basic principle of it, a 2-hour shower in the HOH shower on night 1 when they haven't showered yet, bad move. Don't do that stuff. That's easy ways to get yourself in trouble. On the other end of it, the fact that it's become such a thing and it's going through the house where people are still talking about this shower is hilarious. And that somehow Catherine, who in the diary room's like, yo, I don't care how long it takes to wash your bits and pieces. I don't care. She gets dragged into this whole thing with Ashley when it seems like she's just like, yo, that's kind of funny, ain't it? All right, we're back here. Showergate will probably continue. Let's give you a little...
working out in the sun feels so good after
little sync up.
Yeah. You guys don't understand, like, not having the humidity that Florida has.
Horrendous. No, wait, say that again, Zach. Horrendous. I like that. I like the way you say that.
They're in their own world. This is that dude zone that's going on right now.
That's crazy. Are you a workout person?
Ooh, got a little bro action going on. Will's calling it out. Will's like, I'm 50. It's straight out of the SNL commercial. I'm 50. Skit. I'm 50. I kick, I stretch, and I kick. That's good old Will. Zay won shorter shorts. I've never said that in my entire life. Zach and Jimmy kind of talking here. Jimmy's playing hard, getting his fingers in a lot of different pots, you know? Why are they still worried about the accomplice? That's so like, it's over, it's done with. Okay, so I guess they did have the conversation before the HOH comp that the 4 people playing would all be safe with each other no matter what. They're gonna be pushing Ashley, I bet. See, I think people don't understand what an all guys alliance means. Or an all girls alliance. I don't think people understand what that actually means when you say that. When you say all guys alliance, that means every guy in the house. When you say an all girls alliance, that means all the girls in the house. Just because it's 4 dudes who are in an alliance doesn't mean it's the guys alliance, right? That's just an alliance. So they're looking at Zay potentially. Vince is having some one-on-ones. He's talking to Kelly right now. Oh, they're hugging. They're hugging. Okay. All right. Our first official final 2. Honestly, it's a crazy plan, but if you were ever going to do it, this is the week to do it, I guess, right? Like, what the? She's volunteering. Here's the thing, from Vince's side, it's a win-win. From Vince's side, it's a win-win, right? Because if he puts her on the block and she stays, no one's ever gonna think the 2 of them have been working together since the very start, right? But if she goes home, oh well. To me, it seems almost like a perfect situation. We saw that happen to Pooch, right? Here's where it's a little bit different. Oh, it's a little bit different because you can then put 2 huge targets up next to her, right? Like if you put Zay and Keanu next to Kelly, Kelly's not leaving. Kelly's not leaving. She's just not. It doesn't matter, right? Because if Zay wins the blockbuster, Keanu goes. If Keanu wins the blockbuster, Zay would go, right? So you would instantly, like, Kelly would be like pretty safe. And this is one of the things I talked about with the whole blockbuster in the AI arena. People are like, oh, it makes it more less predictable on who's going. I was like, does it really? Because to me, there's always option C, which is safe no matter what. In every situation of the 3 nominees, one of them, it doesn't matter what happens in the competition, they will be safe. Period, the end. And then you've got option A and option B. Option A is who most of the people want. Option B might be the minority pick. And if A wins, then B goes. But if B wins, A goes. So does it really make it that less predictable? Because to me, it's still 2 options, right? Is one of the others going? Because C never goes. So technically, now that there is this whole thing going on, there's less risk in doing that kind of like, hey, put me up kind of a thing than there would be if there were just 2 options. Because if there's just 2 options, things flip so quickly. But because there's 3 options, they don't talk about the vote as much. They kind of settle on their stack ranked vote, and then they just react to the competition. So I don't know. And that's the thing, right? Kelly's got like 3 chances not to go home. She's got the veto she can compete in, then she's got the blockbuster, and then she would have the vote. And I think as long as there's 2 like big targets next to her, she would be very safe in the vote no matter what. No, Andy, C does not go sometimes. C was not for Cedric though, because here's the problem with that. I think there was never a chance that Rubina was going to be the vote. Hemo and T-Core spent the entire week debating on whether or not they should go to Quinn and say, we know about the Pentagon, whether or not we should do this. And the entire time they were waiting and waiting. But here, the big thing was the decision was already made that if Cedric was still on the block, they weren't going to vote for her. It was already a thing. So was it really ever option C? No. Rubina was the option C. Cedric was option B. He was the second choice. If Cedric was on there, he was gonna go. So it only became that way, guess what? Because they were too afraid to say anything. That's the other big thing about the blockbuster in the AI arena. It makes people afraid to go take action and go have a conversation about what they could potentially do, because there's you don't know if they're going to be the option or not. He thought he was C, and the HOH thought he was C, but that doesn't mean anything, right? The option A, B, and C, that's the house's options, right? And the only reason that HOH thought he was C was because Chemo and T-Core were the most passive players I've ever seen in my entire life, but also that could have been because they were afraid to talk about anything. Because if they did talk about it, and then Cedric stayed because he won the thing, well, then they get found out. So why are you going to talk about it more than you have to? They realized all they had to do was flip their vote and he goes home. So who do they need to talk about it to? Cedric was perceived to be openly working with the HOH. That's why it was different. But he was working with the HOH, right? Like, that's the thing. And Chemo and T-Core knew this. They knew it for weeks. And they never said anything. And they never went about it being like, hey, we're going to do this. They just kept it in. And then it happens on the night of, and people are like, oh my God, they flipped on the night of. No, they the entire time were like trying to do it, but were too afraid to say anything. How many, go back and watch my live feed updates. How many days in a row did I complain about T-Core and Chemo not going and having the conversations with Quinn that they needed to go have? How many times? So it's like, was he ever really option C? No, he was option B. Really, technically, he was probably for them option A, because wasn't Tucker also, who else was there? Was it MJ? MJ was A. MJ was definitely A, because I think MJ was on the block. Oh, we're back. Give you a little sync up.
I have to nominate 3 people for eviction. There are 4 have-nots that are completely safe, so that immediately eliminates them from even being an option. Now, I need to see who I can nominate and get the least amount of blood on my hands. So Zay, all right, so he's gonna do
all his one-on-ones here. Well, I don't know if Jimmy gets one, because I think Jimmy's power was controlling the first HOH. Kelly dragged to the end. See it already. Bondo had a strategy. A lot of people are trying to get him to do Ashley, but they have kind of a little deal. Oh my God. He's like, I want Ashley up if I'm up. Oh my goodness. Bobby Cox, what's going on? A lot's going on. We found out Amy was the accomplice. Zach has a 10K buyout where if he's on the block after veto before jury, he can use that to get himself off the block. Ashley took a 7-hour shower. Ashley was in the shower for 12 hours in the HOH shower. They're still talking about the shower. Oh my gosh. I told you, it's just going to keep going up and up. Riley says it's a 70-hour shower that she took in the room. By the end of the season, can you believe Ashley took a 27-day shower? Can you believe she was in there for over 3 weeks? Yeah, Amy was the accomplice, but she gets to stay. They didn't figure it out. Showergate. Showergate is official. Ashley's still trying to talk to Vince. Oh no, Ashley, this isn't good. Now she's like begging to get in the HOH room. Though I will say, it's a little bit on him for not going to grab Ashley. If somebody asked you to grab him after that person. I think Ashley's in trouble. Zach's like, I don't even think the showers come up. Nobody's mentioned it to me. Or not Zach, Vince. I like Vince. The thing is, too, if she didn't take the 2-hour shower, like, none of this would be happening. Like, nobody would care. I hope not, Bondo. I hope she's not. I would be very upset if that's the defense I got. At least she's a very clean lawyer. No dirt on this lawyer. She is clean. Oh, squeaky clean for sure. Then at the nom ceremony, hope you enjoyed that shower. Honestly, that's crazy. It's so crazy. I love that Riley immediately jumped it to a 70-hour shower. I said that earlier, like by the end of the season, it's going to be like a 7-hour shower. Riley was like, 7? 7D. We are in a commercial break here as we wait for it to come on back. And then I believe the episode's probably almost over here. We'll probably have noms coming up next. And then after that will be the end of the episode. Now, feeds come on tonight. They don't come on after the end of this episode, though. They come on at 9:30 Pacific BB time, which would be about 12:30 East Coast time. So we won't have them right after the episode, but we will have them coming up later tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to have our first live feed update of the season. Make sure you guys are here for that every single day throughout the season. We'll have our daily live feed updates first thing in the morning to get all your news on what's been going down. Bondo coming in with the $20 super chat. Did you know Ashley took a 143-hour shower in the HOH room? She had to cut off her arm to get out. She was stuck. What was that movie? It was like 143 hours, right? It was 142. Honestly, amazing. But I'm so upset that we've been missing Showergate on the feeds. How fun would the feeds have been with Showergate, with the Accomplice speculation, right? All that stuff would have been amazing. Legend has it Ashley can be heard still showering in the distance to this day. Someone passed me the loofah. Thank you so much, Bondo, for the super chat. I said it earlier. It's never required, but it's always appreciated. All the love that you guys show me, whether it's with the super chats or the Ori fund. You can also hit exclamation Ori fund. Throne. Somebody got me a Japanese snack box. I have that over in the other room. Just thank you guys so much for all the love that you show me here, and I can't tell you guys enough for that. We're back.
So what's your main goal this week? To get a big target out, a big person out?
Yes. I keep going back and forth on it. I think a potential is potentially Zay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like he kind of maybe plays a little more aloof than he is.
So he is thinking Zay potentially. Ashley as well. So we got two. Who would be the third? The shower gate. That was the start. Of course it was the start. It is, to be fair to Amy, it is really dumb. She is right. But Ashley shouldn't have taken a 7-hour shower. Amy. Yes, Vince, please. Vince, if you were able to start the waterworks, listen, if that's the only play, if they start crying, you start crying in their face too. Oh my God, now Amy's gonna go up too? If Amy's putting it all on the line. Oh my goodness. And this is also what I was talking about, right? it actually makes the most sense for Zach or for Vince. I keep doing that with Vince and Zach. I keep messing up their names. It makes the most sense for Vince not to nominate too many big guys, right? Like if people were also pushing Zach's name too, all right, well, at least you know that if Zach or Zay are up there, they're going to vote him out. But if you're not getting any other names, like if you wanted to put up a Keanu, if you don't know he's going to get voted out, then what are you going to do? So you're better off just putting up people who have less chance of possibly winning competitions later, who are going to put you up on the block, like Amy and Ashley. All right, who are his noms going to be? Who's it going to be? Zay. Zay is the first one nominated. Amy, oh my goodness, you cried yourself onto the block. You cried yourself onto the block. Ashley, oh my goodness. Amy, you did all that work as the accomplice only to cry yourself on the block because somebody else took a shower. Huh. You know, he's got a point with that too, right? She was acting so paranoid, and I get it because the whole shower thing was floating around. But all that's going to do is then make Vince go, wait a minute, like, why is she so paranoid? Because if she really trusted me, she wouldn't be so paranoid coming back each time. So yeah, Vince is smart, and I think the hate for Zay, I don't think it's necessarily hate. I just think it was they had two options for the Accomplice. It was Riley and Zay. They know it wasn't Riley, so there's still like there was 5 people that voted for Zay. Little do they know, they actually got the accomplice on the block with Amy. Thunderstruck! Thunderstruck coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Thunderstruck. I appreciate it. Also, Rachel brought some outfits. Rachel really made sure to bring some outfits with her. She might have 83 different outfits. Ashley took an 83-hour shower, but Rachel's got 83 different outfits that are gonna pop for every ceremony. All right, well, that wraps up the episode. Let's chat a little bit here before we wrap things up. We will have live feeds, which are going to be coming on later tonight. They're going to be on around 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, just after the episode airs. we can kind of see here. That's actually a thing. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to see if Liquid has BB Viewer up and running, because this is my full screen experience at the moment. I'll share it with you, and that's not great. I'm not loving this full screen experience. If I want to go full screen, I want to be able to go full screen. But you can see here the timer for the feeds. We got just over 3 hours still until they'll come on. So we got some time. But what do you guys think here? We got a little bit to go over. First off, what do you guys think about Amy being the accomplice? Were you fooled? I know there was the stuff going on about Amy. We had, like I said, I seen that video of her using the remote, which turns out it was the remote. I wasn't 100% convinced, but I definitely was like, I see something. I just don't know what I'm seeing. So it wasn't conclusive to me that it was Amy. But whoever was that caught that, they did a really good job. Also, what about Zach's power? So anybody who missed it, Zach won $10,000 in the first competition of the season. They had to find Julie, and he won that competition. But it didn't just come with 10K. That 10K he can use to buy his way off the block if he happens to be on the block after a veto ceremony. So then that $10,000 would go to the HOH, and then the HOH would have to rename a nominee. Laura coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Ori. Love watch party. Live watch party is so much fun. These are a lot of fun, aren't they? These are a lot of fun. That's one of the things too why I think it was last season. I think it might have been last season. Might have been the season before. I forget when we started them. But I started doing these Friday live streams. And I think it started one night because HOH, or no, they might have just been up. I think they were just up all night long. Like they were still up when I was getting ready to do my my update in the morning. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna go live. We're just gonna go live with it. And then it ended up being a lot of fun because the Friday streams we get to do a lot of these chatting too. So yeah, it's always good when we get to chat in here. Super Christian Me rolled with the $2 super chat. Not a bad episode. Not bad at all, huh? Not bad at all, huh? Kind of all right. I really wish we would have had some feeds. I wish we would have had some feeds because that stuff would have been a lot of fun watching on the feeds. But man, not a bad 2 episodes to start things off, huh? These have been kind of fun. I'm loving the vibe of it. We almost got like a little bit of a traders round to start everything off. So that was really cool. But yeah, definitely a good start to the season, I think, so far. Other things we need to mention, the nominees. Well, before we get to the nominees, Showergate. So we talked about it a little bit. It's one of those things where week 1, you don't need a lot to put somebody on the block. You're looking for the littlest thing to use. And taking a, 4-day shower in the HOH room on night 1 isn't really the best thing to do when the HOH hasn't even showered yet. It then spread around the house like wildfire. And again, all it takes is the littlest bit of something, and people are going to latch onto that and kind of push and fuel that fire because it keeps them safe, right? Catherine got kind of dragged into it a little bit there too. But also it's in Catherine's advantage to push that narrative of, man, how rude is she for taking that shower, huh? So it all kind of builds. So Amy then hearing about this becomes super paranoid and keeps wanting to get into the HOH room to go talk to Vince. But Vince then just sees that and her being paranoid as well. Well, she must be really not trust me or something and think she's going on the block. So I might as well just put her on the block. Everybody wants her up anyway. And then Amy cried herself on the block saying, if Ashley goes up, I'm going to be losing my best friend. My best friend in the world. I'm going to lose her. I'm going to lose her. So Vince is like, well, crap, if she's going to be that upset if I put Ashley up, I might as well put Amy up too. At least then they're just both mad at me on the block. And then Zay gets put on the block mainly because when they were voting on the Accomplice, They came up with 2 scenarios. It was either Riley or Zach. 11 of them voted for Riley, and only 5 of them, or not Zach, Zay. 5 of them voted for Zay. So there was still that little bit of an idea that Zay was the accomplice. So they were like pushing his name, at least a few people, to Vince on he should potentially go up. Plus the idea we heard with Will about maybe there had been some kind of, or not, it wasn't even Will, it was Jimmy. But Will mentioned the guys over there working out. But Jimmy was trying to say that there was a guys alliance already started or whatever, which is a thing. But he was trying to say that. So there was that. And if you already have a little bit of people pushing Zay, it kind of gives you a little bit of confidence to do that. But with the whole Blockbuster situation, Zay now has Vito and the Blockbuster to potentially win himself off the block. We don't know if he's really any good at comps, but maybe Ashley and Amy could beat him in one or both of those competitions. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But yeah, definitely a good start to the week, I think. I can't wait to get into the feeds. Some other things we saw, there was what did they call themselves? Was it Triple Threat? We had Morgan, Jimmy, and Mickey. They seemed like a trio that's already started, and they even had like a hand thing where they put their 3 fingers in. They were like, woo! So that's a little bit of a trio to look out for. We also saw Jimmy and Vince having a pretty good little working relationship where they were talking. We also saw Vince and Kelly form a final 2. Kelly even saying like, hey, you could put me on the block. Crazy. Other things I noticed too, it did seem like it was really early, and who knows how it's developed from here, but it seemed like Mickey and Lauren had like kind of a little dialogue. Lauren also seemed really smart, the only one going like, hey, I think it's actually a girl, and everyone's like, nah, it's a guy. Oh, it's definitely a guy. It's like, no, like, guys, listen to me. If they brought Rachel in, then the numbers are off, so it's probably more likely a girl. Nah, we're not gonna listen to you. What are you, like 22 years old? We don't care what you have to say, Lauren. It's like, yeah, she's the only one who's actually thinking about this thing over here. I don't know. But yeah, definitely a fun start to the season. I'm excited to see how this all goes. Feed start at 12:30. Can't wait for the feeds to start. Zay also isn't that smart. Yeah, he's clearly, hold on. Let me zoom this in a little bit. He's clearly unbothered by being on the block. People get sus if someone doesn't act at all upset or nervous about being on the block. I see. The other thing is too, you also do kind of want to keep your cool. Like, you don't want to overreact and be like, I can't believe he put me on the block, and start making a scene, because then that's just only going to put a target on your back. I actually think you kind of want to act a little bit chill. Obviously be like, yeah, this sucks, and like you're upset, but you don't want to be like making a scene. You let Ashley and Amy have the scene. Right? Because they're gonna cause a scene, and that's gonna be put more attention on them. At least that's my view on it. Poor Lauren, it's a pain to be pretty. Zay is a maestro physically. He's beating the mom and the attorney. You said Keanu. Lauren was the only one with common sense. Ori, don't forget the moms. Yeah, the mom squad. Rachel and Amy. We did see the mom squad forming up, though Amy going and putting it all on the line for Ashley, only getting herself up on the block. Right? Chill but not exactly. Like, you want to be like, you know, maybe not as talkative, you know, obviously a little upset, and I'm sure you will be upset, right? Like, how could you not be upset that you're put on the block? But you don't want to cause a scene. That's like the worst thing you could do. Amy should be given a silver power of veto as a reward for being an accomplice. Well, I guess her reward is that she's on the show, but also it does seem like she got really the crappy end of the stick here, you know, where it's like, hey, I had to do all this work to earn my spot, and now I'm on the block. Oh, by the way, we also didn't mention this. The have-nots were all safe this week. So Rachel was safe this week. Who else was safe that are the have-nots? Will is who she picked. Will picked Zach, and then Zach picked Kelly. Or not Kelly, Ava. Because I was like, wait, Kelly was nominating herself. So those are our 4 that are safe. Rachel, Will, Ava, and Zach. So they can't be nominated at all. Zach's got an extra free week. So now he's really got almost like a golden ticket to veto with that 10K, which I also think is a really cool twist. I think it's a really cool twist. Question later in the season, in seconds, how long was the shower? Oh my, John, if they did that, it would be amazing. If that's the tiebreaker for like an HOH comp or something. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I don't think they would, but man, that would be amazing. Bondo, not much time in the house for memory yet. Watch the veto on Blockbuster. Be memory or trivia comps. How long was the shower? So there's different reports. Originally it was like an hour and a half, then it was 2 hours, then it was 7 hours. At one point it was 70. 70-hour shower. So give or take a few seconds. We're not sure. Ori, that's happening. Oh, only Big Brother really knows. Everything else is people acting like it was 7 hours. Exactly. If you look at the first night when they cut off the lights, Amy pops her hand up real quick and you can see that in the night vision part of day 1. So yeah, Ronald, I saw that video and to me it wasn't very conclusive. Like, yeah, her hands go up, but like maybe she was just going like, ah, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know, right? But then we saw actually that clip in the episode tonight, and it was very clear, like, because what it was is 1 second longer in that clip, the person moved, and you can clearly see the remote that she was using. Go Birds! Hey! Yeah, David. Go Birds for sure. Shower bound. Some say she's still taking a shower. When is veto? So veto usually happens. I'm trying to remember now. Veto usually happens because we'll have HOH on Thursday, noms on the next day. Veto usually happens on Saturday. The veto comp will usually happen on Saturday, and then we'll have the veto ceremony either on Monday, and then Wednesday we'll see it. So when the feeds come on, there's potential we already know who the veto winner is. There is potential when the feeds come on, we'll be able to figure out who won veto by conversations. So the ceremony won't have taken place yet. Yeah, ceremony will be on Monday. So the ceremony would be like tomorrow. So we'll find out the ceremony on the feeds tomorrow. But there's a chance by just watching the feeds when they go live, we might be able to piece together who actually won the power of veto, depending on how the conversations go. So that's going to be a fun thing to look out for tonight. Guys, we need to calm down on the Ashley shower thing because she pop up behind us when we're in the shower. Oh no! Is it like a Bloody Mary thing? If you say Ashley in the shower 3 times, she pops up behind you. Why do you say what up, Big Pimpin'? Just curious. So where it actually comes from, we were just saying there, go Birds. I'm a big Eagles fan. And our general manager, Howie Roseman, he's the greatest general manager in all of football. I would even dare to say all of sports. He's just phenomenal. He's really shrewd with trades, and he always ends up with really good trades and moves that he does. He's really smart with the contracts that he gives players and stuff like that. But one of the things was when you draft a player into the NFL, you call them, right? So Howie calls them up, and what does he say? I'll hit the soundbite here.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? So he just drafts these guys to the NFL. He's making their dreams come true. And the first things he says to them is, hey, what's up, Big Pimpin'? So I kind of love it. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, you know what? We're bringing that on in. You guys are all my Big Pimpins too. What's up, Big Pimpins? Would like a word. Sam Presti? Who's Sam Presti? Is that another GM? I'm not 100% sure who they GM for. I'm going to Google it now. I'm going to Google because I have to find out. I have to find out. Oh, for Oklahoma. Yeah, the Oklahoma. I'll get you. Well, here's the thing. If Oklahoma can run it back now, if they can go get another one within the next few years, then I will say he has it over Howie. But here's why I say Howie has it better. Howie has won 2 now with basically 2 different teams. Do you know how many people were on the first Eagles Super Bowl team? 4. 4 guys were on the first Eagles Super Bowl team. And then just a few years later, they're back there winning the Super Bowl again. So if OKC can lose all their guys, rebuild, and then go back and win another one, I'll give it to him. But I will say he's not bad. He's not bad. Also, what's his face? You got to give credit where it's due. Spurs dude. Who's the Spurs dude? He's the coach, but he's pretty much their GM too. Let's see. Is he even still their coach? I don't even know if he's still their coach, but like he's part of the team. Was it Popovich? Yeah, Popovich. Because he really built that franchise up into a pretty dominant. Like they've been good for years now at this point. Like the Spurs are always kind of like somewhat relevant. But yeah, we got off track there with which GMs. Imagine Vito comp is a shower endurance comp. Who would have known the first showmance of the season would be Ashley in the shower? Yeah, Greg Popovich. Ashley's got that in the bag. If Ashley makes it out of week 1, you know she will take a 70-hour shower if she's a have-not. Popovich, he retired this year. Okay. Yeah, he's team something. Like I know he's still involved. But if it wasn't for like he was a huge part of really making that franchise to what they were. Like they've been good for what, like 3 decades now. They're always kind of like somewhat involved in things. I don't know when he took over, but like as soon as he took over, he took them and made them into something great. He got Tim Duncan, and then after that was just like, all right, what are we adding? He started getting all the Europeans. Ginobili, yeah. He got all the Europeans to come on over, and it worked. She was practicing for the wall comp. Aren't the noms also have-nots? So no, Laura. In fact, the have-nots are all immune this week. So Rachel, Ava, Will, and Zach all are have-nots, but they're immune. They cannot be nominated this week. They will not be going home. Ashley survives this week, wins HOH next week, and then just takes a long showers every day. Bro, the 2-hour shower, I'd be so mad I'm not even in the house. You should put like a shower. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. I might have to work on that. I'll be 10 minutes. Like that's the other thing. I want to know the preamble to it. I missed like if they even sold it on the episode. Did she actually say I'll be 10 minutes? Because if she said I'll be 10 minutes and then took 2 hours. Here's the other thing. Maybe Ashley didn't even know it was 2 hours. Maybe Ashley's just got a really bad sense of time, which also maybe wants me to keep her in the game, because what if they do that comp where you have to keep track of the time and then press your button? They used to do it in BB Can a lot. They've done it a couple of times in the US. So if she's just got really bad time management and like time awareness, like yo, keep her in the game, because it'll be like, yo, when 60 seconds? Dunk. Did I do it? Dunk. Like right on go. Like boom. Did she say 10? Oh my, no, she didn't. She said 10 minutes. I missed that part. I heard I'll be 10 minutes. Oh, see, that's where like you can't say 10 minutes. If you're going to take a 2-hour shower, you can't say 10 minutes. What happened in there, girl? Try to come get your girl. We don't like her already. Maybe your shower costume as a punishment, right? It's just like the shower curtain, the thing that comes over the top. Maybe she forgot it wasn't Survivor and got caught looking for an idol. 2 of my 3 pool picks are have-nots and immune. Ooh, nice, Glenn. 1000%. This is her BB Comics. Oh, God. Laura, 1,000,000,000%. The guy who makes them's already working on it. He's already working on it. She'll have like a shower curtain cape and everything. She meant to say 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'll be 2 hours and 10 minutes. A lawyer with bad time management, keep her in. Could you imagine her as your lawyer? All right, how much do I owe you? We only talked for 10 minutes. I was like, she charges by the hour, right? It's been 7 hours. What do you mean 30 minutes? She's probably the cheapest lawyer in the world. Guys, if you need a lawyer, actually, you're not going to get a good defense. But if you need a cheap lawyer who charges by the hour, Ashley's going to think it was 10 minutes. Ashley's going to think you spent no time at all. You're going to get a discount on the hourly rate from Ashley. Feeds come on. Ashley's eating in the. I swear, if feeds come on, that would be the funniest thing in the world. Like if they were like, yo. Let's hold the feeds off. If they find out Ashley's about to take a shower, it's like, yo, we're holding the feeds for 20 minutes until Ashley's in that shower. If feeds come on and Ashley's in that shower, oh man, she will never let that down. Yankee swap comp, Ashley wins a brand new shower. Oh man. What are you complaining for? I got you off with only time served 20 plus years. He goes, Ashley's comic theme is set. Ashley cleaning up the crime. Glad Vince didn't put up Kelly. Yeah, that would have been a crazy move. That was a crazy idea from Kelly. And like, listen, I never volunteer to go on the block. Just don't ever do it. But I get the logic of it. I get it. I get what she was going for, but don't. Like, I get it, but don't. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. Her firm would call her unbillable hours. Eating in the shower, sleeping in the shower, reading in the shower, playing chess in the shower, doing your nails in the shower. She's getting all of it done. She's doing her taxes in the shower. She's just watching some YouTube. Would you even make it to court to defend me? She's like, yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes. 3 hours later. Hey, I'm here. Got stuck in some traffic. Had to take a shower. Oh, that'll be great. I'll be like, girl, shut up already. H2 overstay. These are some good ones. Oh man. Cut to Ashley in the DR questioning more shower products. Just inconsiderate all around. It really is, especially the HOH, who's the person who's going to nominate you. Worst case scenario, you go to jail and she gets you soap on a rope. Yeah, Kelly was hurting her game. But it does seem like she has a good relationship with Zach there, right? Because if I'm now Zach, I'm now thinking, man, Kelly is so willing to work with me. She wanted me to put her up. Like, she really trusts in me. And I think that's a really solid duo that could be going further. So we'll see how that kind of develops. So on that end, she helped her game there. But if she would have went on the block, it really would have hurt her game. He got out free with the army Amy crying and Ashley showergate. Yeah, Vince really He got gifted. He got gifted a little help there. I had a feeling Vince would put Ashley and Amy up as well. I can't wait for the live feeds. Hopefully we'll see who won veto. Imagine she has to do Zoom calls for the competition because she's still in the shower. More than hoping. Shower lay. She lays in the shower. Congrats, Ashley. You're the winner of Big Bro. Ashley? Oh, she's still in the shower. Literally bad idea. Once people talk about you, they don't stop in the early weeks. That's not good when everyone's getting a feeling for the game. Just look at last 100%. 100%. Like first week is like the most dangerous week where it's like, yo, you just want to be chill. Don't start any drama. Don't get on anybody's nerves. Because if you get off on the wrong foot like this, you're done for. So yeah, definitely could be some rough roads ahead here for Ashley. Weren't those two allied though? Why nom an ally week 1? I think this bites Vince in the butt. Not really allied. Basically what happened was when Jimmy picked the people for the HOH, he was kind of saying like, hey, we should probably just all keep the 4 of us safe. It was Aiden, Ashley, Vince, and Jimmy who competed in the HOH. But it wasn't really like it's like, hey, we're a solid thing. But it did at first, like it was going to keep her safe, but everybody put her name up. Like everybody who came in and talked to Vince put her name up. And if you're the HOH, it's like, what are you supposed to do? The only other thing you can do is just lie about what everybody was saying, right? Like you have that right as the HOH to be like, bro, everybody came in and they told me Will. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, and they're not talking about it, but literally every single one of these people came in and said Will. Every single one. They all did it. So you can just lie, but I don't know. It's definitely it's a tough position you're in, right? If you promise somebody kind of safety with the HOH, but it's like, does that really count, right? It's like, did we shake on it? I don't know. Ashley's client gets sent to jail since the lawyer no-showed in court. By the time Ashley's done with her next shower, it'll be All Stars 3. I almost want her to stay and be a have-not. Let her take 2-hour cold showers. Ashley should talk to Vince immediately once she found out the house was talking about 100%. But the thing was, too, that also then came off as paranoia to Vince because she kept trying to like interrupt people's one-on-ones, right? Like she should have been way earlier in the day going to make sure she talked to Vince than waiting till last minute right before bed. She's like, oh, my tummy hurts. I want to go to bed. It's like, well, that's your problem, right? You're working on Vince's time here. Bad enough to presume you could take the shower first, but then brought to her attention, she should have laughed at herself at 100, Laura. 100. And she should have been like, listen, guys, you got to ration me on my showers, right? Like, as soon as I'm over 10 minutes, you got to say something. Amy told her to, not to say anything. See, that was kind of a mistake from Amy then, right? Because Amy then not only got Ashley put on the block, she got herself put on the block. But yeah, I remember her saying that actually now, John. She was like, don't make it a bigger thing than it really is. Which don't make it a bigger thing than it really is, but definitely go talk to Zach, or go talk to Vince, or at least laugh it off, like make a joke out of it. Camden coming on in with a $10 super chat. I feel like 2 weeks will be week 2 will be messy as hell, plus Vince will be in deep water. Yeah, it could be messy as hell. It really could be. And also another thing we got to keep in mind, Jimmy's been laying out the seeds for Rachel. So as soon as Rachel is an option, will Jimmy start pushing her name? And if that happens, what's the HOH going to do? Whose side will the HOH take? Will they be team Rachel or will they be team Jimmy? So yeah, week 2 is going to be shaping up to be pretty messy. The BB28 house guys are going to be surprised when they see Ashley still in the shower. Oh man. Is anyone else having issues viewing the live feeds? So Kelly, they're not on yet. They're not on yet. Here, I'll even show you this. 2 hours, 35 minutes. Once the West Coast airing of the episode is over, that's when the live feeds will go on. So they're not on right after this episode, but right after the West Coast airing is done. So about 12:30 Eastern is when they'll go live. Catherine might get some blowback. She could. Ashley's family are going to have a nice cheap water bill for 3 months. Yes, 3 hours they start. Correct. Amy gave her good advice to not make a big deal out of it, but Ashley didn't take it. Couldn't help herself. Kept interrupting Vince. Wouldn't leave him alone. Shame. Shame, shame. I've fallen asleep in the shower a few times. Nobody judges you if you own it, right? And just own it. You gotta own it, make a joke out of it. Oh, what a shame. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap things up for now. And we will be back. We will be back here again tomorrow. We will have a video up going over everything that we find out tonight from the live feeds. First thing in the morning, tomorrow morning. Be on the lookout for that, as well as every morning going forward in the season. You can check out the channel right here, and there will be a live feed update. I usually aim for like 7:30 for the live feed update to be put out. But these guys, we still have to see how late these guys stay up at night, right? It might be closer to 8:30. It depends on when I can actually get them out once they go to sleep and get all that information out to you. But yeah, definitely stay tuned for all of that. We'll be here for live eviction episodes. I probably won't do like the Sunday or the Wednesday episodes for a watch party, but we'll definitely do live evictions every week. So Thursdays we'll have a live stream for that. And Friday, every Friday morning, we do our live update. It's the same update you get every single morning in the beginning. Then we jump into the chat with all of you guys, and it's always a lot of fun. Before we go, one last thing. Let me see. Do I still have this pasted? No, let me grab this. If you want to check out the draft, I will be updating the points for nominees and things like that shortly. But you can check out your teams and how they're doing with that link for now. Also, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you liked this stream. It really helps out a lot. Check out all the links to my socials. They're in the description down below. There will probably be a pinned comment later on if you're watching this after the fact. Join the Discord. Check out the Twitter. Check out our Kick and Twitch. We were trying to get Kick working today, but it didn't really work. Thank you guys all so much for all the super chats and the love and the gifted members. I can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support. It really does help a lot to keep this channel going. We have things like that. We also have the Ori Fund. If you're so inclined, you can help support Oris everywhere by hitting that up. We also have Throne and stuff like that too. It's never required, but always appreciated. And I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out, and we will see you tomorrow.
Let this go down. I'm gonna get around. You can admit that I am doing well. Your life is slipping down the well. Like a match within the water, you are useless. Like a match.